YouTube, what's up? Family will always do you worse. The worst. Like I said, the true definition of family is household servants. Look it up yourself. Or look it in yourself. Anyway, when it comes to family doing you the worst, the people that are closest to you are always your greatest enemies and your greatest muses. That's why you got to look at arguments and different things like that, or different debates that you have with the supposed enemy. Like they say, a wise man gets more from his enemies than a fool does from his friends. You know, a lot of the times your biggest challengers are the people that's closest to you, because they are you. They're the closest voices to you. They are your close reflections. If you look at it, I guess, in a sense of distance from the source, the people that are closest to you, the people that are in your house or whatever house you are in at the moment, this is the greatest reflection of you. These people are the greatest reminders of who and what you are. The people that are closest to you, or who and what you can be. So that can either make you livid, or that can make you the opposite, whatever. And when it comes to supporting families too, because you got this big thing now with the whole support system of families. In countries, all a country is a bunch of families. All it is, the world is just a bunch of families, bunch of household servants. And as we expand and support other families, or have more servants, because that's what it is, more families, more servants, we are basically, again, eating our own tail, of course. And the tables always turn. So we're just going with this back and forth yin and yang, servicing each other, delivering vices to one another. And the more like, people act like everything is relative, of course. So as you grow and everything starts from everything starts from the void and then manifests into the denser and denser and denser. So when you have more money or more resources, see, dummies, man. If you have more money and more resources, you will have to support more. It's just more responsibility. And that's what people, when they're praying to gods or something that is controlling their environment, or this higher power or higher consciousness, it's just another being. You're really praying. It's like, I swear to God, I hope my job and all these things and all that. You're literally praying and hoping to whichever being that is controlling your gematria or your life path, whatever you want to call it. Whatever being that has you on a beat that is of a drum that is not your own. And a lot of times it's family. A lot of times family will do that to you. Have you on a beat that is not your own, because you just immersed in it. You just come into it. Just like if you're in a military family, whatever. So I don't know. I guess what I'm getting at with the support thing is people see what you have. They don't see what you gave up to get it. So people only see the end result, and that's why people react. They don't plan. They don't prepare. We're just reacting. You just busted. You're busted. A world created by nuts. You're not planning to have a kid. You just slipped up. That means you created a whole universe that is constantly slipping up. You got to realize everything is this way. Everything. Look at your car. Look at the way you drive your car. Do you brake too early? Do you brake too late? All these things let you know how you arrive, and when you re-arrive, and when you keep coming, what you're burning out inside of you lets you know. You know what I mean? You beating on your brakes. You're beating on the shocks. What are you beating on? You're beating on that inside of you. It's all the way you drive your car is the way you drive. Like AZ said, you could tell somebody's style from their way of parking. All of that, yeah. The way they move in space. So I know this got all over the place, from family to this, but everything is relative. Everything is related, and it all connects. I'm just here, laying it on the table for people. So that's really all I wanted to get at, man. I guess a little bit. I was just riding. I was thinking like how, people say family does you the worst and everything, but again, it's always the duality of stuff. And just knowing what things mean, and just knowing what you speak, and the spells that you speak on yourself, the internal dialogue. And then the same thing goes for your family. You know what I mean? Just know it. If you're not proud of yourself and the people that are closest to you don't make you feel any better about yourself, it lets you know that they're probably not proud of themselves. And a lot of the situations that we have today are just from spoiled parents having kids that are now more further spoiled because they were birthed out of a spoiled environment. So it's just like if you were born in a landfill, you know what a landfill is hitting for. You know what it is. It's like, I want to get out of this landfill. But the people that thought that the landfill was the destination, like suburbia, we could call it, that it was the way out or whatever, then, you know, they're gonna be like, no, this is making it, this is arriving. But the people that were born there and they know it, they came into it knowing it. You know, you got people that work 20, 30 years to get to middle America and they think that they've arrived. Nah, you always were here, you know, so re-arrival. And again, you know, death is what you make it, life is how you take it. So again, you know, just shed your old self, shed your old ways, everything that is attached to it that is not complementary to the whole life itself. Let it die.